Hello everyone and welcome to Submachine 6 The Edge. This is again the HD re-release. I don't know from when this was released because it doesn't say, but you know, it's fine. Let's just start this game. It picks off right where we left off in the 5th game. Going into the darkness with a weird elevator thing. Yes, I knew it. Okay, so it appears we're being intercepted, which is not very good, probably. Alright then. So there's nothing much I can do in this room except open this door and leave. At least there's a comfy chair for me to sit in. And we just disappear into this huge cube. And here we are. Oh, there's a weird thing here on the wall. We're gonna ignore that and just move on to the next room and press this button. And it doesn't seem like it'll let us through, and the reason for this is that we still have the inventory items from the 5th game. You can't even read them, which is kind of unfortunate. Some old notes it just says. But you know, let's just drop all this into this bin right here. Goodbye. And then it'll let us through. I wonder where all that stuff actually goes. Well, enter your personal ID in. We don't really have one, so let's just press random numbers, I guess. Oh. And I guess we were rejected by the system. Goodbye. Now we are down here. Alright, there's one of these old teleport devices right here, which, well, it seems kind of broken. If we go all the way to the right here, then you can actually click here and look up for some reason. There's nothing here, but you know, you can do that. I really don't know why, but whatever. Let's keep going over here, moving along this very thin ledge. There's 2 vents here which we can't do anything with, and a note. Well, that's it. I see no point in holding on any longer. No one's coming. I've been a fool all the time. Pointless. You're a little bit melodramatic, aren't you? Okay, this vent we can actually do something with, which is wonderful, but let's keep moving here and see that there's nothing to do here, which is great. So let's get into the vent. Alright, let's head up first. And another note. Did he tell you that you were the first one sent out here? Well, newsflash, my friend. Very good at reading, as always. Very good at pronouncing, rather. And up here we find an... What is it? A key card? Okay. Do not mess with the protocols. If you do, they will lock you up inside. I've seen that happening before. That's not a good way to die out here. Anyway, I've had enough. I'm not going in there anymore. Well, it doesn't seem much better here. Okay, actually what this thing here does is it rotates this room right here. So if we rotate it once, then you can see this has been rotated once as well. And if we rotate it once again, then we actually can't leave because we have that, because it's not connected to this anymore. So let's rotate that once more and actually look what's over here. And actually before I push this, I'm gonna head down here and show you what this does. Because here, this room is just, there's nothing to do here, it's just tiny, but there's this small hole in the wall which you can see right here. So let's, come on, my mouse broke. Let's head back up and click on this thing, which will free the way for us right here, which is very nice. Okay, let's head through here. There's a ladder. Let's head in here first. Okay, 2 more of these wheel thingies. Let's set it to this. And it seems that there's a ladder on the very left here, so this is the only one we can actually access, and there's a button we can press right here. So that's great. Let's head back down and set both of these to... oh, I got them out of sync. There we go. Let's set both of them to the top. And as you can see here, the ladder now moved to the middle. So if we look up here, then we can actually see that there's some holes on either side of this pipe. And on the right side we still have some thingies, some sticks here popping out. And on the left side they're gone. So this is actually the button that we pressed before that removed these from here. So if we turn this wheel to the... both wheels actually. Come on. There we go, to the right. We can head up here, press this button. And now the way in the middle is free. But before we actually go on, I want to do a little bit of a secret right here, which you get by setting both of them on the lower thing and going all the way back to here, because now this room is upside down. And if you go through here, there's nothing. But if you go down here, there's a secret area. I was sent here by Murtaugh, of course, who else? My objective was to disable the defense systems so the invasion could reach the core of the subnet. I know that I wasn't the first one sent out here. I know there were at least 5 people before me, and as hard as it might be to hear, you have to hear this. Just as I wasn't the first here, you probably won't be the last. Okay, so apparently Murtaugh was sending people here to disable the subnet's defense systems, and they were dying or something? I'm never entirely sure what the story is trying to say in these games. Okay, so I set them both to the top again. So actually, before we head up here and keep exploring out there, spoilers, it heads outside. I actually want to go down here and see what this has to offer. So let's set this to the other thing. Obviously this wheel up here just switches which one of these holes is covered up. Doesn't really seem very useful. If we head through here, then we're just blocked. So let's head back down here. Don't believe in his lies. Don't worry, I won't. And we can actually open these 2 things here, which opens this pipe here for us. So let's keep going. And heading through here we get to a very laggy area. It says Thoth right here on the wall apparently, which is very useful. I don't know why this area is so laggy. It's the only area that's actually laggy in my game. In this game at least. The later ones are very, very laggy in all places. No worries there. So if we head over here we see a fairly clean room with a nice pedestal and stuff. So let's see what happens when we turn this thing. The room is now all mossy and ancient and strange. And actually, we will need this room later, but there's something else that this room does, and it's very, very well hidden and stuff, and it's really kind of annoying that they did it this way, but you know, whatever. It's a puzzle game, I guess. So you have to set this to the old version, so that this room is all mossy and messed up. And then head back all the way. It's fine because this is just a secret. And if we look here now, then this thing here is actually repaired, which makes no sense because you would think that the modern version would be the repaired one and not the ancient one, but whatever. We found a secret area. Thoth, patron of knowledge, secrets, writing and scribes. Appearance, a man with the head of an ibis holding a scribe's palette and stylus. He was also shown as a full ibis or sometimes as a baboon. Description: Thoth is an unusual god. Though some stories place him as son of Ra, others say that Thoth created himself through the power of language. He is the creator of magic, the inventor of writing, teacher of man, the messenger of the gods, and thus identified by the Greeks with Hermes, and the divine record keeper and mediator. He was also a measurer and recorder of time. Okay, so that's fairly interesting, I suppose. Let's go back all the way and actually... yeah, down through here, and not up here, but through here. because now let's head up here and see what this place has to offer. We are now outside. Well, not really outside, we're kind of below the huge box, I suppose. Or maybe inside it, I'm not entirely sure where we are. Here there's a plate which is sort of important. You should remember this pattern right here, just so I can reference it later. And over here on the left there's nothing. We can head through here, but this is blocked off, so that's great. If we head over here on the right, this is obviously the place where we use our lovely key card, but before we do that, let's check out what's on the right here. And it's pretty much nothing. So let's use our key card. There we go, okay, we now have an elevator. Up on the first or second floor, or whatever counting system you're using. Why are those so different for each country? There's nothing much, there's some electricity thingies, laser beams blocking our way, which is very unfortunate. At a door with a 5 above it, so let's keep that in mind, I suppose. Up on the highest floor, we have a sort of display here which we can interact with. We can turn off the security level for things, apparently. So now that we've done that, what has that done for us? Well, I wonder what these... Don't mind, doesn't matter. Let's head back down here. And what this actually just did is it disabled these lasers right here. Actually, even though it's kind of wasting time a little bit, I want to head back up and see what happens if we just disable 2 of these. Come on, go through here. Okay, same thing. Sorry. I guess that was literally just a waste of time. I thought maybe they would disable one by one, but nope. Okay, so we've disabled all those, and we get a steel cube. There's something inside. That's a very great hint. It's kind of a weird puzzle, but whatever. To open cube, enter your personal IDN. Well, we still don't have one, and pressing 4 random numbers does nothing on this. So what we actually have to do here, which makes no sense at all, but you know, doesn't matter, is enter that pattern that we had before. And we don't actually need this for completion of the game, we just need it for getting another secret, which of course I'm going to get all the secrets. And that is, if we head over here, this thing is now actually open, and we can head down here. I never thought that playing in Murtaugh's game would lead me here. I never thought I'd have to make a choice. I was just following his orders. Right now it's too late for me to change sides. For you as well, probably. But if you have a chance, find Liz. She will guide you. If he's the explorer, she's the solver. Alright then. So now we actually have to head back all the way to this ancient area bitty thingy. That's not the way. Here we are. And what we actually have to do is set it to modern. I guess it's not really modern, but you know, now time, I suppose. And then put the cube in there, turn it back, and now it's all rusty and broken, including the thing we needed inside. So now let's turn the time back, and voila, we get this connection pod, something that I've always wanted in life. Let's open this back up, and this is actually something very important. The first thing I want to do with it is get another secret, which is if you put it in right in here. Portal unoperational, assistance needed, more information. Portal prototype developed for transportation of maintenance units between different sections of the subnet. The prototype came into contact with human factor and was reverse engineered in order to transport humans. Primary function deleted. As a main factor in the infestation spread, the portal was considered a failure. Oh, how unfortunate. Okay, so how many secrets do we have now? Was that the 3rd one or the 4th one? I hope I'm not gonna miss any. Wait, there was this one, the portal, then the one with the numbers, and I suppose that's it. Okay, so maybe we need to find 2 more. Alright, so now with this connection port, let's head back up. I think this is actually the wrong place to go. Yep, it is, okay. Let's head back up to the top floor and put it in right here into this wall. And we are unauthorized, apparently, which, you know, that's not good. Maintenance security door 5 level 1, we can disable that, and now it's probably open. So let's go check that out. Wonderful, it is, okay. And there's nothing really we can do here. We can only put this right in there and open security door number 8. So that was really just kind of pointless running around. Skip that. Head back up to the top floor. And in here, there's some vents here, which is great. Actually, never mind. There's something else we have to do with that later. There's an incoming message from someone, but it's being blocked apparently. And over here, there's gate 318. I guess that's something that we have to keep in mind, because there's not much we can actually do that right now. If we head all the way to the right here, we can actually see the abyss, which is kind of strange. In here we have elevator graph access denied, protocol 54.3. Okay. And here's gate 318, which we just couldn't pass, so let's open that and see if that's changed anything. Of course it has, because now we can keep on going here. Let's disable all these protocols, because that's what we do in this game. Actually, can I read? Oh yeah, message from Murtaugh. I don't know if this message reaches anyone or just bounces off the defense system firewall, but if there is the slightest chance, then I must take it. I need you to disable following protocols: 218 secondary DS, 112 primary DS, and 10 mainframe. Alright. So the mainframe is obviously our goal in this game, and 218 and 112 we're gonna have to do on the way, so keep those in mind. Up there, I guess I disable some of the fans, maybe? I don't know. Let's take this with us. Never forget your connection port. It's not a great thing if you do. And actually, if we head in here, then protocol 54.4, which we just disabled, actually opens up a new pathway here. And this is a secret area. We can just look at this map. I'm not really sure what it says. But, you know, I suppose maybe it's a map of the subnet. And this is the center. I don't know. Subnet infestation map, okay. I don't really understand the story very well. Okay, let's head back in here. And now that we've actually disabled those things, we can go right here and call the elevator. Come here. Thank you. And there it is. This is actually a ladder. I don't know why they would make it this way, but you know, it's a ladder. Heading up here, there's another hole in the wall. Oh geez, wait. Maybe we should actually go check out. Okay, there's a telescope here, which we can see nothing with. Okay. Never mind, let's head back here and do this, I guess. I'm not sure what this does, but you know. 512 turret is online and armed. And this is apparently an armed turret, maybe. And we can disarm it. And we can set it to offline. And that's great. Okay, so we've disabled the turret. Actually, maybe let me check that again. Protocol 512, was that something we had to disable? I think it was. Of course, we're just following Murtaugh's orders again, as always. Secondary DS is online, turret 512 is offline, turret chain broken, turret reset required. Protocol 217 or 218? Well, we had to disable 218, so naturally we're gonna see what happens when we do 217. Well, now we can't access this anymore, okay. And if we check over here, then you can see that that's just reset the turret, which is annoying. Actually, never mind, we have to first set this to online and then... Oh, it's already disarmed, okay. Set this to offline, there we go. And go back in here. And now let's check our protocol 218. Let's just set this to do its thing. And what has this done? Again, we can't go back and access this again, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's go back up here. See if the turret is offline. It's not. It's not. What a shame. Set it back to offline. Maybe we did something wrong. Oh yeah, I remember this, actually. What we're supposed to do here is cancel it while it's doing its thing, and that gives us a secondary DS failure. Which is lovely, that's exactly what we wanted. So now, if we go back to that thing and check it out, it's just offline. There's nothing we can do here. So that's great, that's exactly what we wanted. Heading up to the top floor, maybe. I don't know what this is. I don't know where we're going. This is now disabled. I think it was actually fizzling before, just like those laser beams at the very start of the game. And I think that's what that does. I hope it is. This looks important, so let's not use that. There's a fan right here, so I guess there's nothing to do but use this. This is the mainframe. Very nice. Okay, that's a great animation. And this is basically just a weird series of kind of mini games. In this one, for example, you're supposed to connect these. There we go. I did it. Let's head back over here. If we actually head to the top here, then we can't keep going because both of these things have to be connected, and the way you connect these is by going to the left and the right here and doing the weird minigames, except this isn't a minigame, you just have to set this over here and then head over here and set this, and there we go. Now if we go to the top, we can keep going. And now there's 5 ways for us to go. Let's first head to the top one, which is Protocol 10, the one we want to disable. Primary defense system is online apparently, which we don't want. 112 was actually one of the ones we were just supposed to disable, right? Okay, we can't actually access that yet, so let's see what's in here. And there's another fun minigame. You're supposed to turn these things until it's connected to that. God, I'm so great at talking. Until it's connected to this. There we go. My voice is kind of dying, because apparently I can't talk for half an hour. It's not possible for me. This is kind of simple. You just disable it this way. And this one is another one of these correct mouse position things. Okay, there we go. Now that we've done all these bottom 3, we can actually access this one and reset this to be 0. And now we can head into Protocol 10 and disable it. Hello? I can't believe it. You managed to disable the defense systems of the subnet. Now we can travel freely throughout the net. We can finally invade the core of the submachine. Unfortunately for you, your adventure ends here. Goodbye. Wow, fuck you, Murtaugh. Okay, I guess we get this connection pod again. What happens if we insert it? We can't. Alright. Nothing we can do here either, so that's unfortunate. So I guess we're trapped here. Except if we head over here, then we can actually see that this fan is disabled now. And we can go in there. Climb this very, very high pipe. And now it seems we are actually on top of that huge cube structure thing, which I'm not quite sure of, but I think it is. Okay, let's put the connection port in here, see what happens. Thank you for playing Submachine 6 The Edge. You have found 5 of 5 secret locations. Lovely. Okay, I was kind of worried that I'd missed one of them. Okay, so that was Submachine 6 The Edge. Yeah, actually, I think this is one of the better Submachine games in the series, but from now on they're just getting better and better, really, and especially longer than this one. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next game in a couple months, I guess, because they take forever making these for some reason. But okay, yeah. Goodbye.